Welcome to Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams. You're about to join the fastest growing community of organizations adopting voice for Microsoft Teams. After onboarding, you will have maximized your Microsoft investment by seamlessly enabling users to make, receive, and transfer calls from the Teams client to anyone with a phone number. The goal of the onboarding is to enable you to easily connect UniVoIP's Cloud Voice backbone to your Microsoft 365 tenant and assign numbers to your users. Let's get started. You will need a Microsoft 365 tenant administrator to start the onboarding process. If you're not an administrator, don't worry. You can invite one or more during the automated process. You will need one available Teams-inclusive Microsoft 365 user license. Nothing else is needed if the available user license is an E5 or equivalent. For lower enterprise licenses, as well as business user licenses and below, one available Teams Phone Standard add-on license will also be needed. It is preferred that Microsoft 365 be deployed in pure cloud mode. If Microsoft 365 Azure Active Directory or Microsoft 365 Exchange is deployed in a hybrid configuration, Azure AD must be synchronized with your on-prem AD. The onboarding workflow consists of 4 simple steps. Activate your voice paths, add telephone numbers, assign users to numbers, and make some calls. During the first step, a Microsoft Tenant Administrator will add the Service Control Management application to your Microsoft tenant. If you do not have admin rights to your tenant, you may invite one or more admin to participate in the onboarding workflow. Once the application has been installed, Service Control will verify that a user license is available for temporary use. After the license check, we will add 2 dedicated voice domains to your Microsoft tenant. Next, an administrator will be prompted to sign in to activate the voice paths. This last part usually takes around 30 minutes to complete. In the second step, you'll be able to add new numbers and activate them. You only need to add 1 new telephone number to complete the onboarding. Additional numbers can be added as needed. If you are porting your existing numbers into Service Control, you'll be able to submit the port request after the initial onboarding is complete. To ensure the successful porting of any existing numbers, a dedicated provisioning manager will be automatically notified to assist. In the third step, you'll be able to assign numbers to any voice-capable user and associate it with an address. Service Control is aware of user accounts in your Microsoft Azure Active Directory. Voice-capable users appear in a pull-down menu and can easily be selected for assignment to a specific telephone number. Service Control synchronizes telephone number provisioning, updating, and deprovisioning of users with the Azure Active Directory. Once a number is assigned to a user account, a dial pad will appear in the Teams client under the Calls menu option. This may take some time as the configuration fully propagates in the Microsoft ecosystem. Finally, users may make and receive calls once the dial pad appears in the Teams client. To verify your services are activated successfully, Service Control will track when an assigned user successfully makes and receives their first call. The onboarding process is complete when at least 1 user has answered an incoming call and completed 1 outbound call. You can test PSTN routing by making and receiving calls. At this point, the assigned users may start to realize the productivity benefits of the Microsoft phone system. You can continue to add new numbers or request to initiate porting of existing numbers as required, and assign numbers to resource accounts for auto attendance and call queues. UniVoIP support team is ready to share best practice models and assist with configuring and deploying auto attendance and call queues in your specific environment. Numbers can be added or removed at any time. After the free trial period, you will pay only for numbers you've provisioned in Service Control. International calling is limited during the trial. Contact us to discuss any specific international requirements that you may have. By leveraging Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Teams phone system, organizations may work smarter by unifying calling, messaging, meetings, and collaboration in one application with a consistent user experience across all devices.